Okay, so it's Friday morning. I've been up for a while. It's raining. Normally we have homeschool group on Friday mornings, but today we don't. For one reason, I'm not exactly sure. I don't remember why it was canceled today. But anyhow, I keep thinking that it's Saturday morning. Anybody else relate to that? Not being able to keep track of the days when something changes? Well, that's my life. So, welcome to Real Life with Andrea. My name is Andrea, and today I am running errands. I'm trying to get back home by 10 o'clock in the morning so that my son can go to a concert tonight in Peoria. And so I got up early to take care of business because we only have one car. And sometimes that is really complicated. And this morning I went all the way up 30 miles to pay a fine that my son had. And all the way up there I'm thinking, I should have just had him do this. He's off work today, he wants the car, yada yada. But I thought about it and I'm like, here's the thing. I could have him do it. But because he's been working a full-time job and he hasn't been able to, and he needs the money, right? He needs to get his own car. I told him that I would take care of getting up there and paying the ticket before the 4th when it was due, when it would be due. And today's the 1st. And so I gave him my word. Let your yes be yes and your no be no. So even though he's off today because it's raining, and he was off Wednesday because the weather was inclement, and so he technically could do it himself, I felt like it was a good time to say, just because our circumstances have changed doesn't mean that my word is meaningless. And so this morning I got up and I drove and took care of that fine for him and let him sleep. I had other errands to do too, and if he had gone and done it, then I wouldn't have got my other errands done, but that would have been okay. Anyway, today was just a great opportunity to set an example for him that just because I didn't have to do it didn't mean that I shouldn't do it when I gave him my word that I would do it. Sometimes letting your yes be yes and your no be no is hard. Especially if you're like me and you tend to overcommit your yeses. So I was supposed to take care of this on Tuesday after work. But as in my previous video stated, Tuesday I got up and went to work. I usually work 7 to 2 on Tuesdays, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. And work was really crazy, so I ended up working until 5 p.m. and then going directly to a court-mandated parenting class, which is a whole nother story. But on Monday, I found out that I had to take this parenting class. I needed this certificate for my court date on next Monday. And the court date was set on Monday, so I had no prior knowledge really to needing this class in such a timely fashion. So I called on the phone on Monday when I got the news, and the only available time was Tuesday night, and it was 25 miles away. So, it was from 6 to 10. So I was then unable to go and take care of this ticket, this fine, that was in the opposite direction of where I was going on Tuesday. So just because my circumstances changed, so I was unable to take care of that, I feel like I still am responsible to take care of that because I said that I would. Now, a lot of people will disagree with me on that and say, hey, it's your son's issue, whatever. If he had the time to do it, he should do it. And I can't fault them for that logic either. We all parent in different ways, and there's not one way, there's not one yes, there's not one right, there's not one wrong. There are some rights and some wrongs, but not in any given circumstances. There are different ways to handle situations. But for me, as I was thinking through it, I decided that I really wanted to set that example to him of when I tell somebody that I'm going to do something, that I'm going to take care of it and I'm not going to put it back on their plate. It's one of my pet peeves is when somebody tells me that they're going to do something and then just before the deadline they tell me, oh, you know, it hasn't really worked out, I haven't found time to do it, I'm just not going to be able to do it for you. So because that's a pet peeve of mine and it happens to me more often than it should, I don't want to do that to other people either. I want to set that example. I don't want my son to be that kind of person that's like, oh, I said I would do it when it was convenient for me, but now that it's really not convenient for me, I'm not going to take care of that. No, when I said yes, I need to understand that there might be some inconvenience with that and I need to take care of it because I said I would. The other person in their mind has taken that off of their plate. It's not on their schedule because you were going to do them this, you were going to do this thing for them, and so now it's not on my mind. When you say you're going to do something for me, I'm taking it off my checklist because I'm counting on you to do it. And I want my son to be able to count on me, and I want him to learn that when he says yes to people, that they need to be able to count on him as well. Well, so that's my morning, and I will, when I get home, my son's going to be taken off for the day, for the night actually. He's not going to be back until tomorrow, so I'm going to be carless. So I'm going to be at home all day with no place to go, which is lovely because I'm going to get all my laundry done. I'm going to do some cleaning. I'm going to do some work on my new business model and have no pressure to run anywhere, because if somebody calls me to do something or help them out with something, I'm going to have to say, sorry, I don't have a car. Love it. It's going to be a great time. So thank you for watching, and as always, if you've liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're liking the content that I'm providing, or you're enjoying my stories, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification button so that you're notified when new content is posted.